Hello, welcome to the weather update. 9:30 on June the 17th, 2021. And I'm very tired because I went to two absolutely beautiful places in the Pine Barrens today, which you'll find out about later. I have videos, but very nice day, clear skies. A little warm out there, but I don't know, it didn't get to me as much as yesterday. So got around to the Pine Barrens and got some really nice places. So let's go take a look at what's going on with the weather today. We'll first look at the current observations here across the area. It looks like temperatures have dropped into the mid-60s, except outside, of course. Here, there wasn't much of a sea breeze until like really late. So the dew points in there. Dew points are coming up a little bit in the 50s now, but the dew points are pretty low all day. But we'll go ahead and look at our high temperatures today and our low temperatures. So highs, let's drum roll, please. Let's get those highs on the screen. 78 degrees in Carl Place was the high. It was a shade cooler. Yeah, it was cooler today. It felt cooler today than it was yesterday. High of 77 at Farmingdale, so it wasn't 80 degrees. 77 at Islip MacArthur Airport. 79 in Manaville. And let's take a look at West Hampton, 77. So yeah, a little bit, oops, sorry about that, a little bit cooler. I'm tired, so did a lot today. A little bit cooler than yesterday. Let's take a look and see what it was in this city. Yeah, like a little warmer in the city, 80 at LaGuardia, 77 at JFK, 77 in the park. And if you go to New Jersey, yeah, Newark has 80. Let's see, what about Toms River in the southern area of Jersey? 77 in downtown Toms River. So similar temperatures, actually. It was an 80 in Lakehurst, but generally similar temperatures all around. Not a whole lot of variation across the area. Let's go look at some observations and see, because the sea breeze really came in a lot later than I expected. So the first place I'm going to check is around where I was, which was, I guess, well, check Shirley, 79. Well, let's see. Oh, it's not going to, right. I gotta go to the other. Let's first, let me go to the low temperatures. Let's see what the low temperatures were. So let's see what it got down to in West Hampton. 41. Wow. So yeah, it got quite cool last night. 50 in Shirley. 52 at Islip MacArthur Airport. 50 in Carl Place. So a little warmer over here. Of course, the city probably not radiating as much. Not even loading. I don't even have the patience for it. Because I'm tired. So let's go to the station plot and I'll look and see when the sea breeze. We'll first start with Islip MacArthur Airport here, and we'll see when when the sea breeze came in. Yeah, it didn't really come in until late. They're showing around 6 o'clock that the sea breeze came in. So it really didn't come in until 6 o'clock at Islip, and then it came in. At Islip. We're going to probably look at some of the other weather stations, but I want to see if it came in any sooner at West Hampton. Let's see what West Hampton was. So, sea breeze there. Yeah, the sea breeze there started around 4 o'clock. That's when it started, around 4 o'clock. And you'll notice the temperature dropped from the upper 70s to the low 70s when the sea breeze came in. So that's kind of interesting there. So yes, I guess it worked its way. Like it started on the South Shore first, but it got going a lot later than I expected. That's for sure. Let's look at some of these stations on the South Shore as well. Let's see if how Wandsor did here. Let's see if they got the sea breeze here. Yeah, they didn't really get a sea breeze until 6 o'clock either. No, it looked like it was going back and forth. Well, this is one of these home weather stations. It's not quite as, unless you got a real good wind reading. We're going to go to Wonderground and get some more stations, because this doesn't really show up all that many stations. So let me go to Wonderground, because I'm really curious about that sea breeze. It was definitely, I'll show you where I was, because we had no sea breeze. I was over here at Pine Valley. This is Northampton, all right? And there was no sea breeze at all when I was there. So right now it's 62. Let's see when they got the sea breeze. No, there's something wrong with their thing. It's saying south-southeast. That's not the way the wind direction's from. Something wrong with their anemometer. That's not working right. Let's see if we can find another one that's working properly. Show you with the sea breeze, what happened with the sea breeze, because it was kind of... Well, we'll go to North Patchogue. That I was out there. Oh, that's 28. That's 28. That's the wrong one. I need 38. Let's see when they got the sea breeze. But I think it's like 5, 6 o'clock. It really came into most areas. Let's see. Because he keeps... His weather station is accurate. Northwest, still northerly winds. Still north, northeast. Yeah, he didn't start getting a sea breeze until after 6 o'clock. So, yeah, it really started late in a lot of areas. Like, it's the earliest it started was, like, the South Fork, around 4, and then it didn't really work its way even further west along the South Shore until probably, like, 7 or, 6, 7. It's weird. Islip got the sea breeze before he did. But what was weird is take a look at some of these other stations. I'm literally, when I was going back, there was no sea breeze over here. But when we got to Ronkonkoma, there was a sea breeze. So, it's very interesting to see that. So, just, the sea breeze just kind of, developed much later than I expected. But it's still bad. It didn't really get that hot today despite that. So, that's the main thing. We can take a look at the Carl Place Station, too, and see when they got their sea breeze. It was probably late as well. Let's see if we can pull that information in. Let's see. Northwest. Still 6 o'clock. Yeah, it didn't really come through around until 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's funny how the sea breeze kind of... Not that much of an issue in the middle of the island in the South Shore in Nassau County when the sea breeze came in. But in Suffolk, there was a bit of a... There was more of a lag. Like I said, if you look at Lake Grove here... Just where we were, let's see. So, the sea breeze, let's see. They're reporting, there's something wrong with their station. It's not, the wind was not from the southwest. The issue with a lot of these home weather stations, you have to have a clear, you can't have any obstructions, otherwise it's gonna be off. Whatever. The sea breeze took a while to come in. I mean, if you go right on the beach, I don't know, this stuff just interests me. I'm sorry, all right? If you go right on the beach, you will see that, yeah, they had a sea breeze. The sea breeze on the beach developed like in the era. It's developed around 2 o'clock, right on the beach. But it took that long to get. It took like hours and hours for the sea breeze to work its way further in, which is quite interesting. I wonder if they ever got a sea breeze in New Jersey, or let's see if they ever got one in Jersey. I'm just curious if they ever did. We can look at Beechwood and see if they ever got one or not. And then I'm gonna get to the forecasting part of this weather update. Let's see. Yep, they actually got one around 3 o'clock. You can see the humidity bump up when that sea breeze came through, and then went to the southeast. So they got one a little earlier. It's kind of interesting. Just kind of interesting to look at all this stuff, Meanwhile, if you go to the hot area, let's go to the hot area here, which is Holiday City, Berkeley. I bet you they never got a sea breeze. Let's see if it made it all the way over there. I bet it never did. Let's see. Yeah, actually, they got one too. You can see that bump up in the humidity right there, right around 5 o'clock. It took a couple hours to get there, but that's kind of interesting. Well, anyway, we had nice clear skies today. Just interesting with that sea breeze, because I was like looking at the flags of river. I'm like, man, it should have started by like 3 o'clock. All the models are saying 2, 3 o'clock, and we're still getting northwest winds. So I was not expecting that. There's a few high clouds around, not coming in the night, but other than that, it was clear all day. Let's take a look and see what the sky looked like on the high-resolution satellite. And you can see not a cloud in the sky. Maybe a few clouds over Ocean County. and a very few amount. Other than that, very clear skies. This might have been along the sea breeze front, but other than that, very clear, nice, beautiful skies today. Let's go to the National Hurricane Center. We have potential tropical cyclone 3. And this is going to be named very shortly, probably. All right. And if we look at the cone map, you can see this is going to be what the storm is going to be. And it looks like it's heading for Louisiana as a tropical storm. It won't be a hurricane, but it's definitely going to be named very shortly. And right now its location is 455 miles south of Morgan City, Louisiana. So once it gets a name, we're going to be tracking that. Let's go look at the models and see how we're going to be heading into the weekend here. And I'm not really going to go into too much detail. You already know what's going to be happening. Kind of went over it yesterday. We're just going to go over the northeastern view here. Another dry day tomorrow. No rain. But it's Saturday that we'll have to watch out for more rain threats and more humidity. Saturday and to Sunday. But it's slight. You can see, even if we look at the GFS, I mean, how much rain is that even giving us? Total rainfall. Not very much at all. So it's really a minimal type of thing with the rain. All right, let me go back to the precipitation chart. We'll go to the HRRR. And we'll go, because we have Altul. We do have the 0Z run to look at. So tomorrow we're dry. Maybe a stray shower in the area, it's saying. Maybe a stray light shower around 8 o'clock. And then as we get later on to the night, Friday night, Saturday, this is when we're going to have this batch of showers. But it doesn't really look all that impressive. And then for Saturday, we see more thunderstorms forming because the humidity will be higher. So speaking of humidity, let's go look at the dew point. And you'll see on the HRRR what happens as we head into tomorrow. So southwesterly flow tomorrow. There should be a sea breeze, so should keep Long Island cooler. We'll look at the temperatures in a minute. Dew points are still not that bad tomorrow, all right? The humidity doesn't really start coming into the picture until later tomorrow night into Saturday. And then we start seeing those dew points get up into the 60s. And that's what's going to make it feel a lot more uncomfortable. Actually, you have a couple more frames that just came in there. So you see those dew points in the 60s, all right? Let's go look at the temperatures next. So as we get into tomorrow, I think you're going to see with that wind flow, it's going to be a lot hotter in Jersey. Probably mid-80s in Toms River, probably mid-80s for Jersey. And even for Long Island, I think we'll see some 80s, low 80s probably. South Shore cooler. You see that sea breeze coming in the afternoon there, in the evening. And then for Saturday, similar type of thing, but you add a couple more degrees. So could be 90 in Jersey, and for the island, probably mid-80s. You could see, again, that heat, all right? But if we have a sea breeze, and if you look at the wind flow here, you'll see the winds are from the south-southwest. So more of a southerly component should mean more of a sea breeze for us. All right. We'll go to the GFS now. And you see that humidity sticks around even Sunday. We don't really try to get rid of it, but you can see this front just kind of just washes out over us, kind of just stalls out. All right. If we look at the GFS, you'll see Sunday will also be kind of on the hot side, probably 85 to 90. It all depends on where you are. GFS, for whatever reason, is much cooler on Saturday than the HRRR. I'm more willing to lean with the HRRR at this point. So we'll go to the clouds. Obviously, we had some nice clear sky. We're not going to see that tomorrow. We're going to see some more high clouds around. And then we'll be dealing with those clouds right through the weekend, probably clouds on and off. But maybe some sunshine Sunday. It's not that there won't be any sunshine. It just won't be the nice blue sky that we've had the past couple of days. Let's go to the NAM. And you see those high cirrus level clouds moving in. But there still should be a good amount of sunshine tomorrow. And the cirrus won't be that thick until later in the afternoon. But then as we get into Saturday, you'll see more in the way of clouds along with that humidity. And I also want to go to the RGEM sky cover as well. See, it'll mirror pretty much what we've already seen on the NAM. So you can see the high clouds, but I still think there'll be a decent amount of sunshine. It'll be fairly sunny until we get to later in the afternoon. So it'll still be a good amount of sunshine. Saturday we'll see more in the way of clouds, and then Sunday we'll probably have a good amount of sunshine, but there may be some high clouds, some scattered high clouds. But I still think there'll be more sun than clouds. Let's go to the precipitation thing here, and we'll again look at the NAM as far as precipitation goes. Here's tomorrow. You can see not really, very little getting going. We'd have to wait until Saturday to start seeing maybe some showers and thunderstorms popping up over our area, and that could be our next chance of some showers and thunderstorms across the area. So let's go to the RGEM here. Let's go to the Ventus sky, and we're going to go and look at some other. We'll look at this with our temperature forecast as well for Friday. So let's go look at the temperatures here for tomorrow. Looking at 2 o'clock here in the afternoon, you'll see Long Island's definitely in the 80s, except on the South Shore. You're in the mid-80s in Jersey. And then as you move toward 4 o'clock in the afternoon, see more of that sea breeze coming along the South Shore, dropping temperatures to the 70s. But if you're in the middle of the island, North Shore, you'll still be dealing with some 80s. And still, Jersey, you're not going to see any relief. Once you get to 6 o'clock, the 70s envelop most of Long Island. But Jersey, you're still stuck in the 80s. Let's now look at Saturday. Right, and this, again, uses the HRRR. So you look at the wind flow. It looks like a southerly wind, which should keep Long Island from avoiding most of the heat. But if you're in Jersey, you're gonna be hot. Here's Sunday. Now, Sunday, we may have more of a westerly flow, and Sunday might be hotter because of that. You can see that, and that's the issue that we might have to watch for Sunday. All right. Let me back this back up to Friday, and we'll look at the thunderstorm threat. Well, Cape. Obviously, there is no Cape in the picture for Friday. It's fairly stable. But Saturday, when we get some of that humidity around, there could be some scattered thunderstorms, but it doesn't look like anything favors severe weather at this point, looking at these Cape values. So, I'm tired. Let me wrap this weather update up before I make any more mistakes. Hopefully, I didn't make too many. And I'll have a video from the Pine Barrens to you a little later tonight whenever YouTube gets around to processing it. You know, it takes them forever. So, have a good night, and thanks for watching.